Marriage can be a wonderful event in a person's life, but do you know that of all marriages, 40 to 50% of them end in divorce? When a couple gets married, they don't plan to get divorced later in life. So, what happens between the time a person says I do and the divorce? I was just recently married, and while I was preparing for marriage, church leaders, family friends, and other trusted adults gave me advice and tips as I took this step. As a couple, we are currently reading books about marriage and how it can help us. I think this would be great if I talked on this topic because I have recently experienced marriage and are reading about ways to have a successful marriage. I learned about some ways to have a successful marriage, and I was surprised at how simple some of them were. It isn't what our spouse is doing right or wrong, but what I was doing in our marriage that made it successful or not. I am saddened whenever someone I know is going or went through a divorce. There are many people who are married, those that will be getting married soon, and some who hope to get married someday in the future. Whatever stage a person is at, they should know what makes a marriage successful so they can make the necessary changes and prepare. I desire that everyone in a relationship, now or in the future, has a successful one. Divorce is a sad topic that ends marriages. I want divorce to end and happy marriages to continue. That's why I'm going to focus on the keys to a successful marriage. Conclusion. President James E. Faust said, "We build our marriages with endless friendships, confidence, integrity, and by administering and sustaining each other in our difficulties." From that, I understand that we need to marry our best friend, our go-to person, someone we can talk to about anything and everything. Marriage is an act of faith. L. Whitney Clayton said, "Faith is the foundation of every virtue that strengthens marriage. Strengthening faith in marriage, strengthening faith strengthens marriage." Adding faith into a relationship can make all the difference of whether it is a successful one or not. Before I got married, I was scared. I thought about what if the person I'm marrying will just end in a divorce. One day I was talking to my grandma about the fears I had about getting married and it going into a divorce. She told me of a story of when her and her husband got married as a young couple. Her husband, my grandpa, told her that divorce isn't an option. What he meant by that was that together they were a team and they had to work as a team, and no matter the circumstances, divorce was not an option. They had to work it out. I continue to live by that as the recently married couple. We often tell ourselves divorce isn't an option. We have to work through this. Let us all live up to that statement. Divorce isn't an option by striving to live the keys to a successful marriage.